This is Rinosha Ibrahim from the Department of Information Technology, Wajiha Women's College, Koilpatnam. And today I have to introduce a topic that is C++. So I have chosen a language C++. And what is C++? It's an incrementation of C. Then it was developed by Bjorn Strostrup, and he wanted to give a maximum powerful language, and from the two languages C and Simula 67, that they named that language as C with classes that I shown in this figure. So after that, the Mash City 1983, he coined the term C++. After that, Strostrup introduced the algol features of algol into the C with classes, and he introduced a new language, C++. So it is having some extra features than C. One is a OOPS concept, and there are more facilities, and it gives you some facilities and more than C. Now I'm going to explain you about parts of the C++ program. So the parts of the C++ program, which includes the 4 sections. One is the file sections, another one is the class declarations or definition sections, third one is the class functions definitions, and the fourth one is the main function definitions. So these are the 4 parts which is playing the main role in C++ program. And who is executing the C++ program in the computer? The compiler, which compiles a program and it converts a program, C++ program into machine level program. So then only it will be comfortable for the machines to produce the output. So what they are following, it executes in the bottom up approach. Bottom-up approach, it is following bottom-up approach. So what is bottom-up approach? The execution which starts from the main. Okay, so after the execution, each and every statements, it will the execution starts from the main, and first thing is what? The class name. The class name, the name which we created for our class, our program. So that is class name, and I have created one object, that is object 1. What is object here? I am going to create a separate space for each object in our memory for a particular class. Whenever I am creating many number of objects, for that object the space will be allocated. That object is doing what? That object 1 is having all the memory that is allocated for the public values. Okay, so then I am going to call the function from the object 1, the object 1 dot member 1 of. So I'm calling the functions member 1 of. Where it is in the upper part. That upper part is having void. It is a return type, and that return type is for which class? The class name class. So it is using the operator, scope resolution operator. So that is having some one member function, that is member 1, mem1. From that execution, that opening and closing curly braces statements will be executed. In this way, this program is executed and it produces the output. This is a sample program, and it is using the class. So I am starting with the program with including the 2 files, iostream.h and conio.h, and then for that conio I have to include the getch of to come out of the that command line prompt. Okay, so I have included 2 header files. One is iostream.h, input output stream classes. So for that, after that, I have introducing the class. Class is having some class name. Sample is a class name, and after opening the class function definition, I am closing with semicolon. Can you able to see that? To close the class definition, I'm using semicolon after the curly braces. So this is the definition, this is the way to define the class. Okay, and in between that I have included some statements. There are 4 statements I have included. One is a public. What is public here? It's an access specifier. There are 3 types of specifier is there. One is a public, another one is a private, another one is protected. So public, then those variables can be accepted by the members of outside the class. Okay, so after that I have included 3 variables, integer type A, B, C. These are the 3 variables I have declared as a integer data type. These are all variables that I am going to use in this program. Another one, there are 2 methods I have included here. One is a void get off, another one is void put off. This get off and put off are the functions which are going to manipulate some of the operations over A, B, C, that is input variables. Okay, so next one is I am going to define a sample class with its members. What is the member here? Void get off and void put off. So I am defining the member function. Void is a return type to the get off function, and from which class it is having that get off function? Sample. Scope resolution operator, I am getting the function get off from the class name sample. Okay, and then I have opening and closing curly braces here, and then in that C out and C in is there. So I am getting the value of A and B from the command prompt from the user while running this program, and then I am going to produce as a result. How? And I am putting the result in the another method, put off. This put off is having 2 statements. One is C is equal to A plus B. I'm just adding the 2 variables A and B, and I am going to display that value in sum of C. Okay, so in that in the main of function, the sample is creating the object S, and that S is calling the member functions get off and put off, and then finally gets CH, then the program will be ended. Okay, so then it is compiled with F9, and then I'm going to run that program, and after running this program we will get the output as enter the value of A. I am just giving the value as 2. If you want, you can give any value, and I am giving the value for B also, that is 3. So after pressing the enter button, we will get the result as sum is equal to 5. Thank you.